Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I think Overeem's kind of catching late steam. He's been looking good his last two fights. I'm gonna take the Reem, even though I like Werdum. I always side with grapplers, but I think Overeem's found another stride in his career, which is crazy to think since it's been forever.
I gotta take the Reem. Somebody else. TKO round 2. Hurts him with a body shot and then finishes him.
I think on his last fight with Overeem, his head, for some reason, I don't know, I wasn't there. I didn't even know him there, but I think his head wasn't there. But if his head is there and he has a fight like the last that he had with Cain Velasquez, man, Werdum is Werdum. The last thing that he's scared of is to stand and bang, and I don't think Alistair has the same power as before and has the power to put him away. So I really see Werdum coming out victorious.
I'm gonna go Werdum. I think Werdum is one of the best heavyweights out there. You know, he's got the ground, obviously, but his striking is good, man. People don't talk about his striking a lot, but I think it's good. And Overeem's just kind of look on and off to me.
I think Overeem, you know, he's just too big, too strong, and he can keep the fight where he wants it, which is on the feet. So
I think Fabricio. I think he just outpoints him. I think. Hold on. Is that a main event? Is that a 5-round? Yeah. So if it's a 3-rounder, I think for Fabricio Werdum, he outpoints him in decision.
That's an old school pride fight right there. It's pretty cool just in its own. You know, once again with the whole, I think Werdum was juiced up, and I think Alistair was too. I've always never really been a fan of Alistair, to be honest. I think that he's chinny, and I think that Werdum will probably go out there and get a knockout, or he could possibly submit him, you know, if he wanted to. So I'm gonna go with Werdum.
I gotta go Werdum with this one.
Whew. I love them both, man. I really like Werdum, obviously, as a jiu-jitsu guy, but I always want Alistair to win. You know, I want him to get back to that Demolition Man days and carrying the sledgehammer and just crushing everybody, you know, winning 3 championships and eating horse meat or whatever and hanging out, just crushing guys. So it's tough, you know. It's like when Mirko Krokop fights, you just want the old Mirko back, and you're like nostalgic for him to win. So I'm going to say Alistair in this fight, but we'll see.
Another interesting one, because when Fabricio last fought Overeem, his striking was horrible. I mean, remember, he just kept lying to his back and telling him to come in. But Fabricio's kind of developed himself into one of the top strikers in the heavyweight division of the world. And obviously Overeem's not on all that Mexican supplements like he was back then either. So this fight's going to be a toss-up. But I like what Overeem's doing. You know, his chin's not the same, and I think he obviously realizes that, so he's using his footwork a lot more. Some people call it running away, but he's avoiding damage, you know. And I think Overeem's takedown defense is good enough to keep this fight on the feet. And I think he's probably going to win a decision. I don't know if he's going to finish him. I think he's going to use a lot of movement, a lot of footwork, and just kind of outpoint him.
You know what? I like Werdum, man. He seems like he got a great personality. I'm more of a fan for him, so I'm just going to roll with him for sure.